cheep, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more, pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more, pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more, pick a little.
Hey guys, it's Cauliflower, and today I'm doing a little bit of a different type of a video, which you guys are probably not used to, because normally when I shoot videos of this nature, it's usually attached with collie chats, or it's a vlog or a rant or what have you, but I'm just calling this a good old-fashioned story time. And actually, the contents of this video are true. As you will see, there will be visual proof, but I just wanted to have a small conversation with you guys. I'm sure that when I start talking about this situation, you'll all be very well informed, or if you haven't been informed before, you will be now. So, the title of this video is I Was Banned from Guru Gossiper. Ooh. Now, normally I don't give Guru Gossiper a lot of my time on my channel. I have mentioned it here or there, especially in the format of collie chats, when we talk about YouTubers and negativity, and when we talk about things that happen to us and what happens on Guru Gossiper, that people decide that they're going to tear it apart and talk about it. Well, this past week, and actually the last 24 hours, if you guys have not seen, if my subscribers have not seen it already, although I don't know how you couldn't, because most of you watch me watch Nikki Murphy, but she did make a video proving where her GoFundMe money went. Now, I want to go back and start, I have a hair on my lip. I want to go back and start where this all started for some of you that don't understand what I'm talking about. Back in January, the middle of January, Nikki was having some problems financially with her husband not working or not getting steady work, and there were a lot of things that Nikki was talking about doing as a result of not having enough money to pay for bills and not enough money to feed her kids, that kind of a thing. And Nikki has had this problem several times down the line, where they'll struggle, but you know, they manage to pull things together. I do not know what is up with this hair. There we go. So this time around, she was sort of more in a desperate situation than she would have been in previous years. And she came to me and told me that she would be shutting down her channel, and that she was thinking of selling all of her makeup and all of her things that were relevant to her channel, her cameras, her laptop, everything. And in my head, it just clicked that I said that she couldn't do that, because I know exactly how important Nikki's channel is to her and what it means to her, and also that she puts a lot of work into what she does. Not just her haul videos or things like that, but she does a lot of things to bring you guys information, and I know that she loves her channel dearly. So for me, when I heard her tell me that she wanted to sell everything that she had just so she could have money to get by, I told her to please allow me to set up a GoFundMe account to help her, because I knew that A, the help was legitimate, that she really needed it, and I also knew that her subscribers who know her would donate because they know that she would do exactly what she says she would do with this money. So I did put it up there on January 15th. It went up on a Friday, and within 5 hours we hit more than goal. It was over 1,600 when we actually took it down, because Nikki was so overwhelmed with all of the donations and people, you know, not even just donating, but telling her that they would send her food and send her toiletries, and they would do this, that, or the other thing. And she kept telling me how she couldn't handle it. It was, you know, making her physically sick, because she was just so overwhelmed with how unbelievably charitable people could be, and that people would come together and do something for her. She wasn't used to that. So we ran this through my GoFundMe, and we had all the donations come through PayPal, and I would, you know, send all the money to her. And lo and behold, she was just so overwhelmed with everything. I took down the GoFundMe account. She had put all the money into her husband's bank account, and then over a course of a couple of days, she applied it to the things that she said she would do. She applied it to her electric bill. She applied it to paying back the guy for the car that they had to buy to replace the counterfeit money that they got for selling their Mercedes. And also she bought things that they needed for the house and that kind of a thing. Shortly after that, probably not more than a day or two, there was a lot of buzz going around on Guru Gossiper, and also everywhere else it seemed. People were just making up things and making it to the point where it was impossible for you to ignore it. It was not one of those things where you can turn around and say, they're just people that are jealous, or just people that, just want to give you a hard time. It was more than that. It was just people literally looking to make her life a living hell. And as her friend and as somebody who started this GoFundMe for her to help her out, I felt partly responsible because I'm the one who started the account. I know in the past, her and I have made separate videos about other YouTubers who were legitimately scamming. And it seemed to come back to us threefold because now people were taking it and piecing it apart and saying that she was nothing but a filthy scammer. There was a really disgusting display made through YouTube, which I don't understand YouTube at all, that they allow people to just make up names and then decide to make videos with Nikki in the title saying Nikki Murphy is a scammer. There was one video made, and then shortly after that, a week later, another video was made saying how she continuously is still a scammer because now she's hauling makeup and now she's doing this, that, or the other thing because Nikki made it a point to post on Twitter or wherever it was that she got a Valentine's Day present from her husband and he gave her money. So now, with all of this floating around and all of this just monstrosity going on, of course, the website Guru Gossiper, well, it was a buzzing again. It was back on Nikki's thread, which she had deleted at one time because her thread originally on that site was they were using personal information and putting pictures and things up there and saying really horrible things. For those of you that don't know what Guru Gossiper is, because I feel that I'm kind of going on and not really explaining what that site is. Guru Gossiper was created basically for people who watch YouTubers to come there and discuss them. Now they will say, to protect themselves, that they not only have the Trash a Guru section, but they also have a Rave a Guru section. And there's plenty of other places that you can discuss people and talk about YouTubers or what have you. You can do it in a negative or a positive form. For me, what that really means in the realm of gossip is when you're talking about people, that's basically what you're doing, is gossiping. There is nothing healthy, there is nothing positive about gossip. That's why it is such a popular website, because what it's entailed for is for people who watch YouTube who don't maybe necessarily comment, or who do comment but say nasty things. So they take it to this website so they can go that much further and say even worse things about you as a content creator. And not only do they say bad things about you, but anybody that's in relation to you. That could mean your family, that could mean your friends, that could mean your subscribers, that could mean anybody that has anything to do with your involvement on YouTube. This is created for such a thing. Now, it's not just Nikki Murphy that's on there. If you go on there, you'll find all of your favorite YouTubers. Every YouTuber you could possibly think of that is big has a thread on Guru Gossiper, because these people decided that they're going to not only trash them, but make them into such examples as if it's their right to do so. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand the need for gossip. I understand the need to dish on people because sometimes the gossip is just so juicy you can't help yourself. And I understand that a lot of larger YouTubers kind of warrant this kind of attention. In fact, some of them do things just to get that kind of attention. But then there are the others that are just not that way. And Nikki, myself, and a bunch of us that are in the smaller channel community, we take a lot of flack because we are smaller channels. So right away, anything that we do right away has to do with, we want views, we want subscribers, we want the money, we want this, that, or the other thing. Oh, we got this in a haul. Oh, we applied this makeup wrong. Oh, we did that, you know, whatever they could possibly talk about, rip apart, rant about. This is what they use Guru Gossiper for. So getting back to Nikki Murphy's dilemma, But I did find a thread last year where my name was included, and it was actually in a Rava Guru section. But it made me extremely nervous because I had to know that nothing good could come out of it, whether it was good or bad. Basically, what they started doing was talking about me in effect to Nikki and I having our fallout and my videos and her videos and how she has diary videos and piecing every little thing they could and trying to make it sound worse than it really was. It was even to the point where Nikki and I were arguing on Guru Gossiper because there was a comment that was made that there was a little bit of something at the time I agreed with, and at the time, when you like a thread, or not a thread, when you like a comment somebody puts up there, they have this ability for you to thank them, or like a thumbs up type of a thing. But your handle is also attached to that, so it's not like you can hide that. Well, Nikki saw that and she was very upset and hurt by it, and she contacted me and we went back and forth and whatever. So after that, I banned it from my computer. I completely took it off my computer. I didn't want to have anything to do with it anymore, and I moved on. But since this situation has gone on and come up, I went back to it because I wanted to see what was being said, because quite frankly, I know what these people do. And not only do they gossip, they don't just end it at that, but they create Twitter accounts and they create YouTube videos, and they contact mutual friends, or they have this, this ability to talk about us in a way sounding like we're plotting against the world and we're evil and all of this stuff. So while all this is going on, I went back to Guru Gossiper, and sure enough, they're talking about Nikki again. And my name comes up because I'm the fool. That's her friend again, and that kind of a thing. And this time I felt compelled to answer. Because for me, quite frankly, even though I know it serves no real purpose, because who knows who these people really are, but for me, I'm not going to hide from people. I'm not going to allow people to just say whatever the hell they want, whenever the hell they want, and then make it as such that it is the truth when it really isn't. So I did comment on one or two things, and I did say I will put the screenshot up if I'm able to get them, because I know right now I'm banned, so I might not be able to. But anyway, I'll put up those conversations where my answers are there. And basically it was defending my friend, because all they wanted to know was why Nikki wasn't providing proof, why Nikki was spending money and using the donations to buy makeup, and why was I believing this and all of this garbage. So I had posted 2 responses, and of course right away there's one person on that website. She's got to be hands down my favorite. Her name is Rocky, and she loves to meddle between me and Nikki. It seems to be a thing with her. I don't know if she's somebody that we used to be friends with, or it's just somebody that is just a person that likes to stir the pot, so to speak, but she loves to dish on us. So she was the one who, again, of course, made a comment, and I answered her. And right underneath that, all of a sudden a moderator jumps up and is like, those of you, need to report when you feel, a certain way. We don't give YouTubers special treatment. YouTubers are treated the same way as anybody else. Well, if that's the case, then less than about 4 or 5 hours later, I was banned from the website. I can't even sign into the website. No handle could work because I have 2 different accounts on that website. Both, by the way, with my name in it, Kali. I'll get to that in a second. But now I'm not able to sign in, which I find hysterical. By the way, neither is Nikki. Nikki is also banned. So the 2 of us are now banned from Guru Gossiper. Ooh. 5 minutes after that, there was a Twitter account created, another Twitter account created, which was very similar to the first Twitter account created for Nikki Murphy, which was not nice. And this account called us out, tagged us, and said, ha ha ha, Nikki Murphy and Cauliflower banned off of Guru Gossiper. Wow. Wow. I mean, are you so bored in your life that this is such hot news that you needed to make an account just to talk about that? Bravo. Bravo. Okay, so getting back to my handle, which is what people were complaining about on that site. They were saying, oh, Cauliflower or Dawn, why don't you just say who you really are? Why don't you stop hiding behind your Sorry, I have gum in my mouth. Why don't you stop hiding? Now, guys, my handle on Guru Gossiper is Kali6. What's the name of my channel? Cauliflower. Okay, so if I'm hiding anything, don't you think I'm going to make some extravagant name or some really obvious name that I'm there for one reason and one reason only? Isn't that right? I hate beauty gurus. So really, I mean, it's just ludicrous the reasons that it came up to the point where both of us were banned. And it gets better. It just keeps getting better because as we were now kicked off the site, now they had every reason to just go in there and just go to town on whatever they could right after Nikki Murphy's video, which I will link below in case you haven't seen it. Shortly after her video was released, there was, you know, just an outpouring again of all of her supporters telling her, well, why did you feel the need to do this? You really didn't need to do this. We didn't need the proof. We were just happy to help you. And that basically should have just been it. That should have been it from the get-go. It should have never been something that got to the point where she felt she even had to make that video. But I'm glad she did for her, because at this point in time, there is no reason anymore to discuss this situation because, again, like they like to create with little pieces of information, it doesn't exist what goes on those comments that they write. It's not truth. It's not reality. It's all just fluff and jargon and bullshit. And the fact that I'm kicked off of this website to me is comical because, quite frankly, like I said, outside of just seeing how pathetic it really is and seeing how certain people are pathetic, and it's also that us YouTubers should feel that we need to be protected as well because we are getting spoken about by so-called supporters and so-called fans or people that, oh, I used to like this one, but now I hate them because they did this such and such a thing. Really? Really? So that's the story of how I got banned off of Guru Gossiper. And I just want to say to all of my fans on Guru Gossiper, I'm just so brokenhearted. It really, really hurts my feelings that a bunch of pathetic people such as yourselves needs to discuss things while I'm not even there to join in on the fun. It's just so much fun to just answer you idiots. But you know what? You guys, you need to stop hiding behind your names because we don't know who you are to publicly thank you. But I have my own way of thanking you.
Can I do it? Yay!